Hola, hola. Bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence, donde la Esperanza Vence. Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. I'm here at this really beautiful psychic festival. It's an annual psychic festival at Earth Song Books and Gifts here in Janesville, Wisconsin, and it's a beautiful Sunday. It is July 16th, and we're pulling in the energies right now for this upcoming Cancer new moon. I'm shuffling the cards while I talk about what is Cancer energy, and then I'm going to lay down a PiCK-a-CArD reading this time for our new moon readings. So, what is Cancer energy, you ask yourselves? Well, I will let you know that Cancer energy usually focuses on water. It's water element. What does water represent? It represents emotions. It represents emotional exchange. It represents being able to flow and go with the flow and feel the flow. 98 or 80% or some out of our bodies are comprised of water. So it's also really affected by the moon cycles, you know, the tides and us and the world that we live in. And, you know, Cancer energy is going to focus in on what comforts you at home, what emotionally comforts you. It's maternal energy, mother energy, Cancer energy. It's represented by the crab. You know, so as Ramblin' Mike would say, they're hard on the outside, but they're ooey gooey, soft and chewy on the inside. Cancer energy is, you know, the youngest sort of energy of the water signs. So sometimes they can get butthurt a little bit easily, as we say. But Cancers are always usually very emotionally in tune with how they feel, and also not just that, but also how others feel. And there is almost an egoic necessity to, like, they get off on giving, you know what I mean? I'm a Cancer ascendant, and I am addicted to the idea that I'm a good person, and that I give to others. So, you know, Cancer energy is just really wonderful, comforting, nourishing. Definitely want to focus in on your home life, what's happening in your home life. If you're a mother, what's happening in regards to your children. Do we have mother wounds that could use healing? You know, things like this. So let's do a PiCK-a-CArD here. I'm shuffling in. Let's tune into the energy of this Cancer new moon, Cancer new moon, Cancer new moon, Cancer new moon. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much for tuning in with me to this Cancer new moon. Tarot, tried and true. What's it say? How do it do? Help me say what I can see. Tarot, talk to me. Cancer new moon. Card 1. Card 2. Whoops. Card 3. Card 4. You all tune in.
I did too. I like mushrooms. I like
Meditate on this Cancer new moon while I pick up something that blew off the table.
Okay. I don't have change either. Oh wait.
This is raw emerald. This is malachite. This is pyrite. And this is amethyst. Pick your gem, pick your vibe. Let's go. All right. Two of Cups. If you picked the raw emerald, you're experiencing Two of Cups energy during this Cancer new moon, which is really quite lovely energy of a healthy emotional exchange. And look at that. Look at the cups. The cups is water energy. The cups is Cancer energy. This is the energy of two people that are meeting in the middle, you know, under a blanket of health. This is the caduceus or the caduceus. It's basically like the doctor's office symbol, you know, and we have a strong protection from the heavens over this interaction. These people are balanced in their partnership. There's no sense of superiority or inferiority, or you know, these are equals coming together, just sort of coming towards each other in a beginnings or a refresh. It could be a new beginning or it could be a refresh in any sense of emotional exchange where it's balanced. I have a cup to give. I have a cup to give. Let me taste what's in your cup. Let me taste what's in your cup. Maybe we could come towards each other a little. You know, he's sort of coming towards her and gently getting ready for this emotional exchange. So the Two of Cups energy can definitely relate to romance, but it can also just be a warm connection. I mean, any good romance, any deep romance over time is usually built on friendship to begin with. So when you see Two of Cups for yourself, you know, this new moon, you might be having some new starts regarding just really warm emotional connections. If you pick the malachite, you have the World in reverse. The World upright is usually going to be like a culmination, an ending before a new beginning occurs. This is also a card of victory. It's a card of feeling like you can be your naked self and still be on top of the world. You know, you don't have to hide who you are, and you're even more successful the more you show yourself. In the inverse here, we have a cycle where we might have to do a few things or tie up a few loose ends before we can actually reach that culmination of the cycle and the culmination and the victory of the cycle. Here with the World reversed, you know, we just have a few details to rework. And with Venus going retrograde here on the 22nd, we're already in the shadow phase of Venus going retrograde, but we're going to be reviewing, you know, what we can do to reach these pinnacles of success, what we can do to close out cycles. You know, maybe we thought a cycle was closed out, but now we're going back to review some things before the end of the summer. Venus comes out of retrograde in September. I think it's September 9th or so. But all of September, we're still going to be feeling kind of foggy as it relates to themes of love, money, security, comfort, again, home and family. So if you picked this card, you might just want to double check and rework some things so that you can move on to the next cycle. If you pick the pyrite, you got Three of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Pentacles upright is a card where you have like an artisan, a holy person, and a patron, and they're all kind of working together to make this beautiful community, spiritual place where everybody can gather. In the inverse, I mean, it's a good work card. It's a craftsmanship card. It's a card of like having really good balanced energy at work, teamwork, collaboration. In the inverse, you know, when it comes to collaborating with others in order to make money, or if other people are paying you for something that's artistic or creative. Again, in the inverse, we're always thinking about redoing, reworking things. This is an inside job. This is stuff that we have to think about on the inside so that our outside circumstances can reflect. So we might need to reflect on our own inner workings when it comes to themes of collaboration, teamwork, sponsorship, having a patron. I mean, maybe you do have a craft, like maybe you are a painter or a tarot card reader, or maybe you are interested in astrology, and maybe it's time for you to start a Patreon channel so that you can actually start to feel like you're giving what you're worth in a collaborative sense, you know. And you could also collaborate with other people, but maybe this is a card where if we are in a current collaboration, holy cow, I just literally saw the hugest hawk, and it is so beautiful right now. I'm totally looking at this hawk, and this hawk is totally looking at me. Oh, what's up, hawk? Okay, but if you got the Three of Pentacles in reverse, you just might want to look in situations where you are collaborating, or where you are at work, or where you were going to collaborate with people. Say you were going to, you know, start a band together, or somebody said that they would pay you for a gig. You want to look at that contract again and just be sure to rework the finer details so nothing is missed. If you pick the amethyst, you got Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups upright is the card that I associate with nostalgia. This is like that warm, fuzzy friend from childhood where every time you talk, you might not talk every day, but like when you get back a hold of each other, it's like no time has ever passed. It's this warm feeling of, you know, it's not necessarily a romantic feeling, but it's just like a warm feeling towards people from your past. In the reverse, we could have somebody from our past coming back, and we wanted to rework that, but it might have stayed the same. Again, with Venus retrograde coming in, we might be hearing from, ex-partners or friends that maybe we fell out with and now we're trying to rekindle, and there might just be some boundary issues or things to rework or things to remember about that relationship of why we're not in that relationship currently. Hi, Hawk. With the Six of Cups in reverse, you might be feeling a bit of longing for the past. Maybe it's time to definitely focus on staying in the present tense, living moment by moment. Let's not look back towards the past to determine, what's happening today. Let's look towards today to determine what's happening tomorrow. This is an emotional connection to the past, but it's not a healthy, I am giving to my inner child. This is almost like a little bit melancholy when it's in the reverse. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so that's what you get for your new moon reading for the Cancer new moon here on July 17th. I just got a client and we're so happy that you tuned in with us. Gracias.